Welcome guys to Dogs of War YouTube channel. Today we got Conquest tournament run at Dogs. Commentary we have Tree,
hello,
Angelo,
how you doing,
and me. Both Tree and Angelo played in the tournament.
We did. We ended up in very different areas of the, of the brackets.
Spectrum. No spoilers.
Yeah, we both did not end up in first place.
So, Tree, what do you think about the game? They talked about it in the other video.
Yeah, I like the game. I think it's whoever said that this is kind of like the mashup of all of their best features from other games is pretty correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's essentially what it is. You know, my breakdown of this has been, you know, it's more strategic than a game like Game of Thrones is per se, but it's less complex than Game of Thrones is as well. So I think it's a well-defined balance between all the games. It's not surprising the designers are pretty much the same people that helped design things like Netrunner and Star Wars and stuff like that. So, you know, it seems like they kind of took the best from all those games and said, how can we cram all these together and, you know, make a game that uses the best of all of our games? And they've done a good job with it. It feels like out of the core box, for the most part, it's very well balanced.
Did a good job.
Maybe there's a few slight issues here and there, and any issues that you can really see in balancing probably exist from you not playing with 3 core sets yet. So.
All right, so for this, we've got myself playing Chaos with Dark Eldar on the left, and on the right we have Brad, who is playing Tau with an allied faction of his choice.
He's Tau allied with Eldar.
Actually, he's allied with Space Marines.
I thought he was Eldar.
An Eldar.
I played against him. I'm pretty sure it's Eldar.
The Tree played against him too.
Eldar Survivalists are in his deck, so if he's allied with Space Marines, there's a problem.
Dealt us too many planets, but that's okay. All right, we're all new to this game at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's important to note that this was pre-tournament rules. We were using the rules from Gen Con. So, you know, the scoring was done a little bit off and stuff like that, but, you know, we worked with the best we had. From what I had seen on Facebook and the card sites, though, it did look like we were the first game, or not for Game of Thrones, first Conquest tournament to be had, though. So
that's pretty cool.
At least from people that were announcing them. So maybe some stores had them that weren't just posting online. But from the online community, it seemed like we were the first store to do one. So that, you know, that's
this tournament happened a week after the set came out.
Yeah.
You know, we wanted to right off the bat, you know,
strike while the iron is hot.
As a store owner, it sold amazing. You know, we did a very good job.
We had what, 10 people at the tournament? 12? I forget.
I think it was 12.
Was it 12?
Yeah.
So.
And that with a lot of people not being able to make it, so we could easily got over 20 people.
I think so, yeah.
So this is Commander Shadowsun versus, I forget what the Chaos guy's name is, Zarathor. So Shadowsun has this awesome ability where when he commits to a planet, he can pull from his hand or discard pile one of his Stealth Cadre, which is an attachment he uses, or an attachment card.
Costs 2 or less.
That costs 2 or less, correct. Amazing recursion effect. I happen to play Shadowsun as well in the tournament, and he catches people by surprise every turn. And so we see Brad play a Recon Drone, which is actually, outside of the Eldar Survivalist, in my opinion, one of the best command cards in the game.
But they're so weak. Like,
Rogue Trader, what's up?
2 toughness. I think that should be played like last.
I think you'd play it later on in the turn to steal command somewhere.
Exactly.
That's my thought on it.
Me too, but
it does completely dissuade me from going to that place. So I've already got to try to get 2 more. And he's got another dude that's got 2 command icons there, man.
So having played against Brad myself as well, he very much focused on the command struggle with the way he built this deck. His combat units were not as powerful as the ones I was running. I was running Shadowsun as well in my deck. He just focused more heavily on the command struggle.
And it looks like he also is going to not just take the command, but deny it away from Tree.
It's a valid strategy. Yeah, especially against Chaos. Chaos has a lot of really expensive cards. If they can't find their reducers, like the Acolyte, like Tree just played, it gets very, very easy to become starved as Chaos, and you can't put enough dudes on the board to actually make a difference in the game. So denial is a valid strategy.
It's actually why I was running Dark Eldar cards with it. I was only running some of the weenies from Dark Eldar.
Gotcha.
Which I figured out later on I'm running entirely the wrong stuff from Dark Eldar. But that's okay. It was something to try.
What was one of the changes you would have done?
Put in every one of the actions from Dark Eldar.
A Dark Eldar. So my Chaos deck is a Chaos Dark Eldar deck, and all I really took from Dark Eldar was all of their awesome events for routing and stuff like that, and then relied on units from Chaos. So that's another way you could play it. Stinging Swarm.
Wings.
I love the
Sting wings are
stinging.
friggin' brutal.
They're amazing. Ranged in this game is super powerful, and Stinging Swarm, Stingwing Swarm, or whatever it's called, for a 3/3 with range is absolutely amazing. You will one shot 90% of the cards on the board that you'll especially see on turn 1 if that guy.
I just told him I want that command struggle. Damn it.
Yeah.
Go Incubi Warrior.
So here's the cool part. The Vishalia Trailblazer has mobile. So if he's going to lose the command struggle there and you make commit to try and kill the guy, he'll just move him away before you get a chance, which I think is actually a really cool effect.
Ooh, trees.
Split tongue.
Let's say 2 people can play this denial game.
Yeah.
So actually, Chaos, in my opinion, also has one of the best command cards in the game, maybe the 3rd best, and the Demon, who after you win the command struggle kills another character on the planet.
It's the Soul Grinder, yeah.
He is absolutely amazing. I can't tell you how many games I've won just by putting him on a planet and committing some other little 1 icon dude to the planet for the command struggle so I win it, and then kill your Eldar Survivalist or something like that. It's just so amazingly efficient.
I mean, you don't get to choose what dies, but if they only have 1 guy there, then... it's
Which
pretty
most of the
limited.
time they do.
My problem with him, he's 6 cost, so he's
He
kinda
is.
expensive.
He
but-
very much is, but
he's
he gets a lot of
demon.
work done.
He's a demon, so he can be a lot cheaper.
Yep.
You can cultist the shit out of that guy.
So we've passed out the marshalling phase now, or the deployment phase, and now we're into command struggle. Tree has already decided where he's going, and Brad's thinking about it.
Thinky.
Brad can't find the numbers in his dial, I think.
I've now changed my number for the 3rd time, apparently, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I found that happening a lot too. You're playing like a little mind game, and I think this is actually one of the most intriguing parts of Conquest. Is this part of the game where
we went to the same spot.
Yep. Which is usually bad for him. I will
Yeah.
say that right now. You do not want to be at the same planet that Zerathar commits to.
What was your first option?
I couldn't tell
I
you.
didn't remember. Okay, I just thought
Maybe the first planet, just to... Actually, no, not even the first planet, because he's going to...
he's gonna shoot you first.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has initiative, right? Yeah, he has initiative and range.
Yeah.
And Planet 1 is only a monocon, so really committing to that is not that big of a deal.
Planet 1, yeah, it's a monocon, and also I'm fighting up against a Stingwing there, which is not what I want to be hitting.
Because if you look at the board state right now, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually a 5th turn win for anybody on the board state as it exists right now with the planets that are revealed, if I'm
Yep.
looking at the icons correctly. So losing Planet 1 is not going to matter at this point.
The quickest will be blue. You get 2.
So if you look
3.
there, I believe I actually did, the only planet he won was Planet 1 as the command struggle goes, which
Yep, it's good.
good job for
pretty
me. Yeah, I'll toot my own horn. It's all right.
Well, actually, he should have won Planet 4 as well. No, you guys
No,
are tied.
we're
That's right.
tied.
Your guy has 2. That's right.
Yeah, he mobiled his guy away to Planet 3.
Stop him from getting killed.
Yeah, and he'll probably run away with his Warlord,
Yep.
which is a smart move. Note that he did not put out a an attachment or a Shadow Sun's unit of things. He'll take that planet.
So
He had nobody worth attaching it to is the thing. So
These
That's
Stingwings,
what I was gonna-
Stingwings, man, those are awesome, dude.
You can't attach it
oh,
to
that's
the
right, it's
Stingwing.
gotta
He has to be on the same
planet. Yep, that's right.
one question
Makes
is,
me
since
discard
you play
it.
this general, if you could trigger the ability, won't you trigger regardless if it's the best option, or you
no,
still hold it
because
for best
a lot of
option?
times you want those guys to either be in your discard pile or on guys that are going to make a difference. So, for example, my version of this deck, which you'll see on camera later on in one of our other videos, I use the Fireblade guys that you have to attack. I can choose to make you attack them instead.
Oh, the elite ones?
And so what I try, they're not elite. They're non-elite because you can get 3 of them on the board, and they're actually horrible when you do.
I thought their names said elite.
Yeah, Fireblade Elites or something like that.
Okay.
So what you do is you put the Repulsor Impact Field on them, and then you stack them with the Shadow Sun's Stealth Cadres, which give them +2 health. And so now they become like 9 health, 11 health, and all you can do is attack them, and every time you hit them, they do 2 damage back. It just becomes brutal. So in this case, though, he has to play it as an attachment. He can't put it into play as a unit. And the only thing he could have attached it to was the Vishalia Trailblazer, which is just a waste. Like, why would you ever put it on a guy who's going to win the command struggle? Because you're never going to really use him in combat very much. So instead, in this case, he's going to hold it off, and he's going to wait until he has a guy it's worth committing it to. Like that Stingwing Swarms are a fantastic option for putting him on. Right. Having a 5-strength ranged attacker is just bonkers, let me tell you. So.
Yes, it is.
And he pulled, what, an Infernal Gateway from you, it looks like? I can't tell what that.
Yeah, it's Infernal Gateway, but when I won the Planet 2, I got to look at the top 3, and I got the Shrine of Warp Flame.
Oh, nice.
Which is probably the first thing I play next turn. Just kidding. It's cultists.
I love Promise of Glory. So good.
It's such a good card. It's a great delay. It makes your.
Do you think it should have been 1 cost, or 0 is like perfect?
I think 0 is just the right cost.
For what Chaos is, yes. If that was in a different faction, I think 1 cost actually would.
Because even if it was 1 cost, you're still gaining another. So, but right now it's 0 for 2. So
I think all the factions need those 0-cost delaying cards though for deployment because of the way the deploy phase works.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
So I think it's a good choice. If you can get, there's a weird combo what you can do with Chaos and Dark Eldar where on turn 1 you can get like a Hellkite Dragon into play, but it requires you to have 2 Promise of Glory in your hand and the Dark Eldar Colosseum Fighters that return the topmost event card back to your hand when you play them. And you can bounce the Promises of Glory to get enough dudes on the board that you could then play a Hellkite Dragon on turn 1.
You'd be able to do it on turn 1 with just Promise of Glory.
Yeah.
Because it's only 8 cost.
Yeah, but that'd be the only thing you'd be able to play that turn.
Yeah.
You know.
So just trying to work flame. So I've done 2 deploys for a grand total of 1 resource this turn.
Which is really good.
Yeah. Good delaying.
So it's...
So he keeps playing these Earthcast Technicians, which are so good.
Oh, yeah.
Go get your drones.
Again, you know, there's a lot of stuff, especially drones that are really good. There's actually a weird thing, though, where there's actually that drone that he's holding in his hand right now. Those are the gunboat drones. You cannot trigger Shadow Sun's ability on them.
Because they're not actually an attachment.
They can be attached, but it's after they are put into play.
Yeah, it's after they're deployed, so they're not actually an attachment card.
Exactly. So a lot of people when the game first come out were a
look, more cultists.
Yep.
What's better than 1 Promise of Glory?
2.
2 Promise of Glory.
Now, if you play a Coliseum Fighters, I'll be impressed.
Don't have those. I'm bad at this game, remember? Or was. I used to be.
Tree can be best at
So,
everything.
in his hand, since Tree's hiding his hand off camera.
Damn right.
But you can see in Brad's hand, though, he's got another recon drone. And he's also got 2 repulsor impact fields, which, again, those things are so good. Will be interesting to see what... He doesn't have any units to play them on, though, unfortunately. This game is actually...
He wants to play them on.
Yeah. This game is actually kind of mirroring mine and Brad's game in the sense that I really felt like this is how it went, too. The first couple of rounds, he didn't really draw into any really good combat units, so he was just playing out for the command struggle, which, you know, when you have a planet set up like this, is actually really good. Because it doesn't matter early game if you're winning those struggles or not. Not struggles, but winning the first planet. But getting the resource advantage you're going to generate by winning consistent amounts of command struggles is actually really powerful for later in the game when the planets start to matter.
In time of powerful units, he's got a Stingwing Swarm. He's fine. I hate that card.
You can one-shot it, though, with Zerathor committed to the planet.
Yep. After it smacks me for 3 in the range phase.
Sure. I will give you that. Well, he'll come into play and tap this turn, so...
So here we're thinking, Tree.
I'm thinking... I have no idea what's in my hand, so I don't really know what I'm thinking.
Drop the big guy.
I'm thinking they're all big guys.
Well, you have to assume you've won Planet 1 at this point, right? Like, he's not going to commit there, and it doesn't really give him anything if he does. So
yeah, it gives me a blue icon.
Yeah, so he's going to probably commit Shadow Sun to either a planet where he wants to win the command struggle.
Buddies. Look at that. There's a Soul Grinder there.
Exactly.
Gonna eat somebody.
Or he's going to commit Shadow Sun to a planet that has a battle ability he really wants to trigger.
I bet I'm going to Planet 3 this turn. It's just a guess from the way I'm playing out there.
You don't have to. The Soul Grinder will still eat it.
No, we're currently tied on command there.
They're 2 costs.
you have
the
to
recon
win it.
drones are 2. Yeah, he has to win.
Yeah, you have to win it.
So, interestingly enough, this is the one problem I saw throughout the entire tournament with it being a new game is that everything took so long for people to play. And a lot of games went to time. So it's going to be interesting to see as people get more and more proficient with the game.
Learn their game.
Yeah, how faster the turns start to go. Because, Brad's a great guy, good player, but he was very, very slow in making decisions throughout the entire tournament, at least when I played with him anyways, and watching this kind of seems the same way, but I don't think anybody was really fast either.
I'm not playing particularly quickly either.
So,
and usually for me it's 5-second thoughts.
Yep.
Go on the instinct.
Well, you and I get a lot of that, I think, from War Machine and playing on time turns and stuff like that, where you just have to make a plan and start committing to it.
Apparently, I didn't go to Planet 3 this time.
What the
hell am I thinking in this video?
I feel like you're trying to actually catch Shadow Sun and bloody him, but
why?
Because actually, hitting his ability is actually really good.
Yeah.
His recursion effects get stupid when you start using like the repulsor shields for their shielding instead of actually attaching them, and then you can just bring them back into play next turn instead. Yeah. It lets you double dip, and it's so phenomenally good. which is why I never try to let Shadow Sun get bloodied. Some warlords you may not just
man.
care about, but him specifically.
I look at this board state, and I should have committed out on planet 4 or 5 just to stop him from winning all those commands.
Yeah.
But again, this is my third game of Conquest ever, by the way.
But I found myself doing that during the tournament, though. You look at the board and you go, see, he actually cheated here, so he cannot actually do that. No, it's not his fault. He probably didn't realize the interaction here, but you cannot legally attach gun drones like that.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
The question becomes, does it actually end up mattering, which is...
So congratulations, Tree, fun your first game.
Look at me not knowing how to play either, so that's all right.
But I found myself doing that consistently throughout the day two, is committing my warlord to a planet where because he didn't have any other really good place to be.
It hurts me watching him pick up basically an extra turn worth of resources there.
Yep.
2 cards of 4 credits off of that is just huge.
Yeah, if you had sent Zarathr, that would have made a big difference.
Yep. So I win a planet. Look at me. Look at the top 3. Get something. Don't know what I'm getting.
Is that a Warp Storm in you?
Might be.
And you didn't take it. Interesting.
I probably already have one in my hand.
What's better than one Warp Stone?
2.
Deuces.
I actually like Warp Storm a lot. It's really good.
Yeah.
I think for me it's the best one of the AoEs that they have, because it's very, you can
Firestorm.
Burn down that house.
How much damage did you do?
I have no idea.
I didn't see the credits you spent.
I spent some money and I'm adding 1 to it. I know that, so.
I think you have.
Should've
What
been.
is it? A 1/2, 1/1?
He's a 1/1, but that's the thing. So he shields with that, and then the repulsor field will just come back next turn.
Yep.
Another thing people need to know with
Kill it.
the Warlord, Chaos Warlord, if you shield the
got
initial
2
damage, his ability doesn't trigger.
Yep. It's only after damage has
Yes.
been assigned.
Yep.
And if no damage is assigned, his ability does not trigger.
So that was an AoE too.
That was AoE 2.
Which, God, should not have happened. That's so horrible. But, it is what it is, right?
Yep.
We all make mistakes. Hopefully Brad's watching this and he hears us mention the fact that that's an incorrect play, and he'll remember that for his next game.
And for the commentators, like I said, this was the first term a week after the game came out. And
exactly.
mistakes are going to happen,
You'll watch me make mistakes all through this game. Like, maybe not like actual rule mistakes, but certainly play mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, play mistakes, but rule mistakes too, you know what I'm saying?
Like here, I should be running the fuck away.
Yeah.
You should, but you're not.
Only cowards run.
So now what do
Sorcerer, guy in a dress, run away.
Very true.
So it'll be interesting to continue to watch this gameplay now that the gun drones are in his discard pile, because I want to keep seeing if he keeps bringing them back out and hitting you with AoEs with them now.
Boom. Junk punches. That's right, run away.
Oh, once
Run
these
away.
stingers untap, you run away.
Yeah.
Well, he would have bloodied him.
Never run away forever.
Yeah, so your warlord goes home, the sting swarm stays
Well,
there.
he's deciding whether he wants to retreat the
I leave it there.
Stingwings or not. I absolutely leave
Yeah,
it there.
very
Leave it there
good.
for next
Planet
turn.
1 next turn, range attack, sure.
Yeah.
Because now you commit Shadow Sun to there, you drop a stealth cadre on them, and now they're a 5/5, and that's really good.
So I guess he's just pointing out something.
I have no idea.
So, interestingly enough, with did you get hit by the discard?
He did the 1 point of damage to some. I have no idea what the hell
don't know
happened
what-
there.
2 cards you discarded.
It looks like I did shielding for something.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know what.
Oh, I think that was due to the 1 point of damage to everything in
adjacent?
HQ. Adjacent or
Adjacent
HQ,
is
I think.
Oh yeah, no, he probably smacked HQ for it, and I had a couple of 1 health
Yeah.
guys there. Yvarn, the best planet ever for the deck full of expensive guys.
Is that the one that should play a big dude?
What was that he just drew? Was that an
Hold on.
Exterminatus?
His deck's illegal.
No, he's playing with Space Marines. He has not played a single Eldar card.
I thought he did.
You are incorrect. So I knew
Wow.
I got Exterminatus.
No, you're right.
It sucked.
I could have sworn.
No, he's not playing with Eldar. He's playing with Space Marines.
God, I guess I saw the Eldar survivalists all over the place. That
Nightmares of other survivalists.
I mean, I'm running them, so
So
maybe
many
I just assumed.
resources. Tree Monkey, vindicated.
No, I mean it's just weird because I don't know if in our game now he ever dropped a Space Marine card against me. Then
It may be the only one he's running. It's the only one I remember seeing.
yeah,
And it's not a bad thing to just splash that.
You know what, though? I think him and I actually ended up having a conversation later on where we were talking about Doom versus Exterminatus, and he had wished he'd played Doom instead.
I think Doom's the better call.
I used it. I loved it.
Doom, you let them win a big first planet, and then you just crush them the next
Yep.
turn. I've won, like, I've been playing Eldar recently. I've been crushing people with Doom. Oh, look, it's more Stingworm. The Stingwing Swarms. I hate you, Stingwing Swarm.
So is Zelda playing better your play style, or is just
Not in the least. I don't like to play control usually, but
just getting out of the way?
huh? Eh. It's something worth trying. It looked neat. My game in round 2 against Eric, which we may or may not have already done commentary on, kind of enlightened me on an interesting way to play that deck that I didn't really see just looking at the cards.
The problem I had with Eldar when I first looked at them is the reverse problem I have with Dark Eldar, is that the Eldar themselves are very pillow-fisted, it feels like. And then you have the Dark Eldar who have a pretty decent attack values, but they have no health. So
Pillow butts.
yeah, pillow-butted. There you go, right? So Eldar is interesting in that fact because I really feel like you have to figure out a way to up their damage output. Otherwise, it's great that you have all these really cool dudes, but if you're not killing anything, then what are you really getting out of it?
Yeah. You're kind of one of those deep thinking moments. I just played a cultist. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Whose turn is it? Is it Brad's?
It's Brad's, I believe.
I mean, he doesn't have a lot of options in his hand right now. He's got Exterminatus, Repulsor Impact Field,
Exterminatus is gonna hurt so bad. I remember it.
another Gun Drone, maybe.
You
I
do
think
that
is in his
what?
hand.
You could do it in Planet 2.
Yeah.
That's where I would do it.
Yeah.
He's gonna
But instead, he's going to use Deception instead.
bounce my Zabez.
Yep. Because it has
How
to be a
much is-
non-elite.
How much is Deception?
Two.
Deception's 2, so he just
So
spent,
one more, no, two more would have been Exterminatus.
yeah, something like that.
Is it 2 or 3?
But it was 3.
Okay.
Well, the problem with Exterminatus
It would've
is, though,
killed
is it
his
would kill
twos.
his recon drones,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So in this case, I think he felt like bouncing that back to your hand and making you lose those resources. And you probably don't even have enough to replay him.
I do.
Oh, okay.
I'm fairly certain I do because I'm fairly certain.
And I
to
think you
him
play
here.
him again.
Yeah, looks like 3.
I love Deception. It's probably actually one of the best return or control cards in the game,
So
in
here
my
I'm
opinion.
hemming and hawing whether or not to replay the guy or not.
And did a good job at everything that's high cost has the elite tag on it.
Yep.
Well, that's all.
And then
Elite,
make it-
elite means cost 5 or more. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So making that non-elite doesn't make it very abusive.
Yeah.
Well, because the
at,
best...
at most you're getting 2 resources
Yeah.
on them, basically. And I play him back down. Split tongue.
It's a cool art.
It is kind of creepy.
Well, he's Chaos.
Yeah. He's a Slanesh dude. He's a little creepy.
So again, now Brad's back in the boat, or in the tank, rather, and he's sitting there thinking, what do I play next? And
He's in a tank in a boat.
He's
Yeah.
an eye of that exterminatus. So that it's coming. It's not good.
Well, again, he seems to really be lacking on a combat presence right now, and it doesn't really seem like he has it in his hand either. So he's trying to use tricks to keep the board state small enough that he can hopefully draw into some
Some
beefier
tricks.
dudes later on. Because eventually those Stingwing Swarms are not going to be enough to hold you off, so he has to find something else to use. But I think you're right. I think actually I would have sacked the 2 recon drones and Exterminatus here.
I think he's going to before that planet becomes planet 1 and my Soul Grinder becomes unexterminatisable.
Because I'm interested to see if he plays it now, because then he basically spent 6 credits to wipe that planet, where instead he should have just spent the 4 and been done with it.
Actually,
And that's the thing, is-
wipe the planet and cost me 3 resources.
Yeah.
Thing is, he's
But it's cost
remember,
him 2 also.
remember, he picked up 7 resources last turn.
Yeah.
Or no, it was 4. He picked up those 4 resources from the command struggles last turn. I won like nothing.
Come on, Brad. Nope.
Yeah, he's gonna play.
The Marksman.
Marksman.
Again, another card that gets ridiculous when you put Shadow Sun Stealth
Does that
Conquerors on
have
them.
command?
The Marksman, no.
No, okay.
He's like a
Because
lot
that-
of the little low cost range units in the game that just don't have command
I
icons.
was wondering why he
Rattling
didn't put it in
Dead
Planet 5. But if he doesn't have command, that's why.
Setting up for future turns.
Yeah.
I mean, again, putting range guys on planets where they're going to be ready when they matter
Yeah.
is really good. Putting him at planet 2 would do him no good. I mean, he doesn't need it there. He could have committed to Planet 1, but then the guy would just be knelt out for the rest of the game, so probably not so great either.
So at this point, he's got to win, from what he's got right now, if he wants to win on green, he's got to win Planet 2 and Planet 5.
Yep.
Whereas I'm looking to try to win Planet 1 and Planet 3 for blue, or Planet 5, of course. Yeah. Or one of us needs to jump the next planets 1, 2, and 3 to win on red.
So he plays out the Stealth Cadre for another command icon on the planet that has nothing on it, so he's going to win the command struggle there, which gets him another buck. So I'm assuming he's going to commit to Planet 1 here.
I'm going to go beat up his drone guy. Or his Shadow Sons Elite.
So he should, in my opinion, pull the Repulsor Impact Field out of this discard pile and attach it.
Or the gun drone.
No, I think he's going for. It looks like he's going for the Repulsor.
Now, I will say this. If you attach the gun drones normally to the Stingwing Swarms, having AoE in the range phase is absolutely bonkers.
Yep, it's pretty nuts.
I almost feel like it would have been better if they had said that only in the range phase can you do range damage. You can't use effects like AoE. There we go again.
Yeah, because why wouldn't you do AoE in the range phase?
Yeah, it almost feels like it breaks the game a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you have no option to do anything about it, and here I go and I say AoE 2. And God forbid you have 2 of them. Then it's AoE 4, and you can't do anything about it. And I don't care what you are, most stuff in the game can't take AoE 4 and live. I mean...
Nope.
How does it become AoE 4?
If you had 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
Which is very easy to do.
Huh?
They do stack.
Yeah. No, but each guy in the range phase, 2 ranged attackers, they both had AoE.
Okay.
Which is not hard to...
4-card combo.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't...
Yeah.
But it's a game-winning 4-card combo. At that point, if you can keep them standing, game's over.
I think my cultist can take him.
Yeah, well.
He's got this. Actually, that kills me is that guy's a damn Zinch card, which means that he eats up the Shrine of Warp Swarm. Or trying to warp.
Did you guys skip the range phase?
We didn't now. Yeah, because I want that guy tapped in case he finds a way to move him somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, so the interesting thing is you don't have an option. You have to do it.
Yeah, it's all units with range
Yep.
strike. Yeah,
It
I
is
think that's the
unoptional.
discussion we're having at this point.
Yep.
Either way, my dude's ending up very dead.
True.
Resurrection.
Goes in the graveyard. No, it's back.
But I'm guessing it's because... Does he have... Yeah, he does. So what he wants to do is he wants to leave him standing because this card that he's looking at right now in his hand, it's the redeployment card, allows you to kneel him to move him to an adjacent planet.
Yeah.
And so they're probably talking back and forth, if I had to assume, whether the range phase has to happen or not, which it does. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yep, I remember having that conversation.
There's a couple of people in the tournament who had questions about that I was playing against, and it was the same thing. You must use all ranged attackers in the range phase. You do not have a choice.
Can't do it, Brad. Move on.
Yep. Now my guy's dead. You and your planet. So Brad now has the rainbow of planet icons. Oh, and he does a point of damage to each of my guys at planet 2.
He did a point of damage. Oh, with the planet ability. Yep.
Planet ability.
Which, you have some at least beefy guys there, so it's not too horrible. When you won the command struggle, you didn't kill one of his recon drones, though.
I didn't win the command struggle there.
Oh, okay.
It was 2-2. It was 4-4.
Gotcha. Oh, that's right, because you committed Zerathor back down there.
Yep. Yeah, I basically just refused to commit there to kill guys. What can I say?
Out of curiosity, why did you instead not go to what would be planet... Well, it's planet 3 on the screen now, but it would have been planet 4 with the ranged attacker and the Earthcast technician? I felt like that maybe would have bought you a bigger swing and army points killed, maybe?
This bought me a free 5-cost guy. And
that's true,
And Brad
yeah.
got nothing out of it, which was
That's very true.
kind of the gamble I was making since he stopped deploying so early. Like, he had a chunk of resources left, and... Yes, my guys stay there. I keep forgetting that this happens, but...
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a good way to get dudes out, though, for later in the game. I really like the concept of doing that.
Yeah. And Samara's right me. Yes, this is how we play the game. Leave.
I mean, you got a Void Pirate out there, so that's not horrible.
No, and I got 3 command icons there at a 5 or a 3 icon planet, so could be worse.
So now we're resetting, going into what I call the maintenance phase or whatever it's actually called, but I call it the maintenance.
HQ phase.
Oh, ambush platform, such a good card for Tau.
Damn, look how much resources he has. Wow.
Yeah, he's stacked. It's bad for me. Look how many resources I don't have.
Hey, Promise of Glory, you don't need resources, you just get free dudes.
Man, you're getting promised a lot of things, bro.
Yeah.
Is the glory coming, though, is the
As
question.
you can see here, I forgot to tap my Shrine to Warp Flame to get back my cultist when I killed this guy.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
New mistake.
So now again,
Because I could use, spend 1 to get 4 points worth of reduction for demons.
Brad seems to be in this weird situation again where he's got tons of money and not a lot of cards to play with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that comm relay, by the way, is so good.
So that makes your attachment cheaper?
No, so the comm relay is whenever there is a unit with an attachment on it that's triggered by an effect, you kneel the comm relay and it cancels the effect.
The effect that targets your card with
Yep.
the thing. Incubate Warrior, I want to win that command struggle. Damn it.
He has the ambush platform in his hand, though, which is the one that reduces the cost of attachments by 1 and allows you to ambush them into play.
Yeah,
It's actually really good.
it is very strong. And there it is.
And it's not unique, so they stack.
Yeah.
So when is he going to play the Exterminatus?
I don't know. This appears to be a game that's being defined by refusal to actually fight each other, and you guys are just dancing around who auto takes Planet 1.
I think this is where it happens.
I mean, it's a trade-up. Well, that's not really a trade-up for him.
He loses the Stingers.
That's the problem. He's going to...
Oh, yeah, those are Stingwings there.
Yeah, he loses a Stingwing and an Earthcast Technician in exchange, plus the 4 cost of Exterminatus to kill your demon, which,
Let's see if I commit something else there.
yeah, if you're broke, then that's probably a good trade on his part, but
But I'm not broke. I've got like 3 or 4 resources left.
yeah.
Something.
So he's got a Vashea Trailblazer in his hand, and then a bunch of attachments after that. Which seems to be the balancing factor of a Shadow Sun. You have to run enough units to take advantage of the attachments, which is actually, in this tournament, I was running a 60-card deck instead of the minimum of 50, simply because I wanted more units to go along with the attachments I was playing. And actually, honestly, I never felt like it hurt me at all at any point in time of the tournament. So
That's good.
there's enough draw effects in the game and stuff like that that I didn't ever really feel like I was having a problem.
As long as you're winning command struggles, the draw is
Yes.
all on the board.
Very true. Plus, like I said, I was running an Eldar Survivalist, so
Yeah.
it
Trailblazer.
made it so easy to win command
Man, he
struggles.
doesn't
and
want
get
to give you
cards.
that command.
Nah, he's going to fight me tooth and nail for that one.
Well, it's like the equivalent of playing like
6 to 6 on command icons there.
it's the equivalent of playing Greyjoy Choke, essentially. And especially in this game, I think it's even better because they're only getting 4 resources a turn if you choke out everything else, and that could be devastating, especially against a Chaos player. Oh, that's where Exterminatus is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that hurts.
But that was a 3 for 3.
Yeah, but he takes away Tree's ability to win the command struggle there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm losing a card and 2 credits there, I believe.
Yep.
Or no, it's 1 credit.
And he's doing the poof. These things are dead. And what? What are you going to do about it? And Tree said, I'll suck it.
Whoa. Tree did not say that. That's inappropriate, sir. Tree says, someday I'm going to win the stupid command struggle with the stupid grinder. It's going to be awesome.
Ion Rifle. Okay, so
Yeah, so now they shoot for 5. That's a problem.
so now they one-shot your Warlord.
Yeah.
Who has? Oh, Tree has come in? Yeah, he has initiative.
I believe so,
Yeah,
yeah.
I see that.
I see the wing at the top of the screen.
So again, the Ion Rifle is another example of a card that I don't ever like to pay for and play. I prefer ambushing it in.
Surprise factor.
The surprise factor, yes, is more than any other reason because you can really catch some people unawares doing that.
Yeah, we're just gonna trade first planets. I think at this point, it's crazy.
So he's gonna probably attach the Shadowwing, Shadow Sun Stealth Cadre.
Build up that Stingwing Swarm.
Yep. So now he's now
it's a 5/5 or 7/5.
Yep, he's a 7/5
with ranged. Ugh.
Which literally one-shots everything in the game except for a Hellkite Dragon.
And the Dreadnought.
Oh, the Dreadnought, yep. He's an 8/8.
Yeah. As I peek out the Soul Grinder, kill somebody.
Oh, kill the recon drone.
This is where we establish that I don't actually get that cultist because it's killed, it's sacrificed, not killed. Made me sad.
And then, of course, the Visheo Trailblazer's going to run away. And all you're going to get left is a recon drone to kill.
We'll kill the hell out of that drone. It's always funny watching people communicate, like just trying to figure out what they're trying to say by their hand gestures.
Dude, the stuff that happens pops in my head of what they're saying when I see those hand gestures. Because
that one looked like it come at me, bro.
Yeah.
Bring it! And of course he's going to commit to Planet 2, because why not?
If my dude survived, there would be such a beating. But he's not gonna, I don't think.
Go Ghost Drone?
Yeah, unfortunately he has initiative, and
yeah.
Pretty sure the Stinging Storm. Oh, Warp Storm.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, though, without Zerathor.
It's only 2 damage.
Yeah. And he's got quite a bit of shields, it looks like, in his hand, at least.
But he's going to take it.
See, actually there, I think you use the Repulsor Impact Shield to shield one of those guys and leave him on the board. If anything else, just shield your Warcaster, or your Warlord, rather.
He's thinking about shielding the Stingwings, I think. Because he's not putting damage on them.
Can't you get that Warp Storm again?
No, it's not a Zinch card.
Oh, it's not a Zinch card.
Nope, it is a spell or something like that. That's all it is. I have no idea why his Stingwings don't have damage on them now, but...
Yeah, that's a problem.
Unless he played shields and just didn't...
He didn't. I didn't see that. He didn't play anything out of his hand.
He says he doesn't care. See his hand?
Yeah, I don't care about your Warp Storm tree.
Whatever. Take your planet.
Apparently, Warp Storm only does damage if it kills stuff.
Or to Warlords.
Yeah.
Warlords die from it. Go, Dark Eldar Incubi guy. You killed something. It was a drone.
Is he still... Oh, no, he didn't take damage.
Nope. I have no idea why there's no damage on those guys. That's a dead blood letter. That's a little frustrating.
Yeah, because you got him for free, right?
No, he was not the free one.
Oh, okay.
There's hounds out there somewhere that were the freebie.
Those hounds are awesome, by the way.
They are pretty good. But now he's left both of those Stingwing Swarms there at that planet, and it's just...
Yeah, there's no way you survive that without like a massive Zerg attack of stuff, or putting... I mean, hell, you can't even commit Zerathor there without initiative and Warp Storm at that point.
If I'm smart here, I commit to... Actually, I think I need that. I can't see what my planets are, but I think I need that planet to win. Oh wait, no.
The first planet?
Yeah, because it's. I think I only have two planets right now, and they're not. Only one of them has blue or red. So I'd have to. If I don't win that planet, I've got to win it, both other two to go for the red win.
So let's see. What do we have here? Another one of the little marks, or the Fire Warrior Elite guys.
He's the guy that takes hits.
So good.
And he's got the repulsor thingamajiggers.
Yep.
So that'll be bad.
So it's really fun.
Stupid cultist. I got that guy trapped on top of my dead pile every turn to get him back. I so wanted the flamer. I don't think I draw any flamers this game.
It's funny because
in other games I drew
all of them.
And he plays that straight out hardcast it.
Yeah, so it cost him 1 because of the ambush platform, but again, that's something I feel like once you have those cards in play, you hold those back and use them during the combat phase. It turns out those repulsor impact fields are really fun when you have 3 of them on one planet and your opponent tries to AoE.
Do they work against AoE?
They do. That's whenever they're assigned damage.
I thought AoE. I thought it was only. I thought the Oh yes, yeah.
The
okay.
fields themselves are specifically
But
whenever
you're not redirecting AOE. Okay, I
no,
get
but
you.
the model that the card that did the AOE generally dies.
Yeah.
The
Goodbye,
bloodletter.
cultist. Hello, bloodletter.
He's like, I'm back.
I'm back, ladies.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm back.
Probably gonna come out there and do 4 AOE damage.
Yep.
Set up to try to take that planet.
But at this point, though, you have to be thinking, if I can't do something about these stingwing swarms, I'm wrecked.
I mean, they're not taking damage, so I mean, that's,
Yeah. They're apparently invulnerable.
it's pretty good.
Oh, he was. I think he was in a deception. Something it looked like.
Yeah, cool story. A lot of those guys cost 5+.
Yeah.
If you deception Zavis, split tongue, it's a heal. I'll probably play him again on somewhere where his command icons will count.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why would you deception somebody in HQ.
Yeah, it's a
They're coming into
force me to
tap.
replay it, but yeah.
Resource advantage. I mean, I think if I'm him at this point, I just pass. I sit on what I have because your board's pretty much good. And
His board is insane. You go snagging the last planet.
She's like, I'm finally gonna win a command struggle.
I want every single one the first turn. So it's the turns after that we're trouble. I'm on the defensive here now. I'm getting beat up over this damn podcast thing.
No, you've been. I mean, it's been an interesting game. I don't think I've seen a game quite like this where you guys just refuse to engage each other, which is interesting.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I killed friggin' drones.
Yeah, and he's killed cultists. So
He exterminated my damn incubi and a rogue trader.
So here we go.
I'm going to planet 2. I'd almost guarantee it.
Yeah, I don't see why you would go
He's
to
going
one.
to planet 1. Go to planet 1, get all of my dudes killed. The crazy thing is, yeah.
Is he gonna go planet 1 too?
He has to. He can't go anywhere else. I mean, he can go to 3, but
He's going to 2.
He's going to come play.
oh, he has initiative. That's why he'll just run away.
He wants to attach that repulsor field thing to
Yep.
the... Which is cool, because I'm at AoE 4 as my first move, so...
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
Come on, gun drones.
Oh, he's got ion rifle on...
The range guy.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It's a good move.
Now he's a 4/2, so he's going to shoot things.
My warlord is there somewhere. Oh, yeah, he's there. He's not tapped.
I think he's got 2 damage on him though.
Probably. I might have shields. Don't know.
So let's see. Command struggle goes
To him, because the bloodletters don't have anything and everything else is tapped.
Yep. He obviously takes planet 1,
Yep.
which I don't know what ability it is because I can't really read it from here. Yeah, it sucks. He's had those squadron redeployments in his hand almost the entire game and has had nothing to use them on.
Could do it now.
I would.
Move the stingray. Actually, no, they come in tapped. I wouldn't do that.
Well, they'd be ready for next turn, though, is the thing.
When can you play? You have to play in the beginning of your turn, or you
Well,
play
it's,
anytime?
you play anytime. It's a combat action, but
Oh.
it taps your guy to move them.
Yep.
So if he does that, he's walking over into AoE 3 or 4.
Shoot, Brad. Shooty, shooty, shooty.
He's debating whether to use them or not.
Oh.
Yes, we should mark this as Planet 1 before you take it.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, I kept trying to explain to people, the planet furthest to my right or your left is always planet 1. We don't really need the silly token, and they just get insist to put the token down, so...
I insist. The rules say you have to. Do it. This is, by the way, is where Doom is broken. You let them win a shitty planet.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then-
Then you doom it.
And you're like, hey, check it out. All your guys, yeah, those guys die. Have fun.
Doom is a deploy action, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. It is so good. So now he's probably sitting here thinking, what do I shoot? Because I don't think he can one-shot your AoE, right?
He could bloody his warlord. But I don't think how much it does right now. That will stop the AoE 38, whatever it is going to be.
No, he can one-shot him. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So there goes the AoE guy.
No shields, Tree.
Nope, that was actually one of the recurring themes of this game was I draw expensive guys and not enough shield guys.
Yeah, that's what he was worried about, is if Tree had a shield.
Could be. So it's range phase. He has initiative, so... What is he going to do?
Technically, by the rules, on that first planet, one of those guys needs to be tapped, correct?
No, because when you would go to strike and there are no enemies, you
But
win
to
the planet.
strike, you need to exhaust.
Yeah, but when you would go to strike.
Yeah, you check before you actually.
You check before you
After
strike.
you had to strike and there's nothing to hit, then the planet goes away.
It's when you're checking to see if you can strike or not.
Okay.
So he swings with the Earthcast Technician. Go!
All I need is an untap, and I'll be red as rain.
Yeah, because he's only got 2 more damage. He's going to do a total of 3, and then it'll go to you.
Oh, no, that goes back to him, but
Well, true.
he's got the initiative.
So he's going to do 7 damage before you get to swing.
Yep. Not a good place.
I don't know what he's thinking about.
Brad is a big thinker, so...
He's thinking, kill that guy with 1 health.
Yeah, I mean...
This is when he's like, he's got to be holding the shields for something. He's got to be holding the shields for something. And no, I just don't have any friggin' shields. He's going to redirect damage. I'm going to go, because it's annoying.
Then you're going to take 2 back.
Yeah, it's terrible. I'm bad at this. Oh, bloody my warlord in the process. Good job, Mike.
But you really don't have a choice. You have to swing, so...
Yeah, and wherever the damage is going, it's going to that guy, so... It's a jerk.
What does the text says in the repulsor shield?
Repulsor impact field says whenever damage is assigned to this unit, deal 2 damage back to whatever assigned that damage. It's really good. And they stack. You could have multiples on one target, and each one of them deals 2 damage back.
He redeployed there?
Yeah, he played Squadron Redeployment and moved up one of the
Time to
Stingwing
do it.
Swarms. That way the Stingwing Swarm can one-shot anything left on Mike's side.
Yep.
And you retreat, which is the smart move there. So
Guarantees me losing that game, though.
Yeah. Just he comes in, tap the next turn, and...
But this goes to show you, I mean, this is what happens when you can dominate the range phase. Like, it makes things so difficult for your opponent to deal with.
I can't kill those Stingwing swarms. Just can't do it. Well, it also shows me the strength of combat, some of the combat tricks like that, and
Well, Jesus and I were talking about that before the game actually came out, that I was thinking about building a Warlord hunting deck, which abuses the range phase and stuff like that. And there's just not enough range cards to consistently draw into in the game right now to do it.
I think it's like it might almost like it'd be a sub theme that you play towards, and if you happen to spot it, you take the shot. Otherwise, you just try to control.
But you think it could get too abusive that FFG needs to pay attention, not print too many of them?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, that's why they haven't. I think that's why there are so few range.
I know in the course of
AoE
the
cards.
reason.
Well, and
like-
they're keeping them so small. Like the Stingwing is the biggest one there is, and he's expensive for what he is.
He just happens to be in a faction that is like, I can just make him stupid.
yeah.
Yeah. That has a guy that defends him and has all kinds of stackable damage. So at this point, if Brad takes that planet, he wins.
Entry. Yep.
Yep.
Can you scoop this one?
That is in fact the scoop phase. No, there's no way I can beat that. The taking 12 range damage before I get to even swing.
Yeah. And Brad's showing you where he would have done next turn.
Yeah, he's winning more.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for this round.
Yeah.
Win goes to Brad.
Congratulations, Brad. Brad moves on. Tree Monkey moves to the losers bracket.
Oh.
Yeah.
And continues on through the losers bracket.
Stay tuned for more coverage of the tournament, and there'll be more videos going up shortly.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.